Okay, so I'm about to cut down this prop right here. This is one of my oldest propellers. This is an Octura x450. I've had it for about 5 years. It's no longer 50 millimeters. It's 46 millimeters. Okay. I had hit something with it and cut it back, cut the diameter back. I left a lot of the tongue, so I'm basically going to turn it into a medium lift prop. Okay, that's basically what I'm cutting off. Really just going to cut off the tongues. Okay. So this is the before on an Octura x450, and this is the after. Keep in mind I still need to polish it. I like to rough cut and modify my props, run it, maybe do a little more modifications, run it, and then I'll polish it. Alright, so that's the after. Pretty much done with it. I just need to really polish it up real good, but I basically got it balanced up. Got it, the tongues cut off. Okay, a 50 millimeter prop is now 47. All right, like I said, the diameter was cut down already. All I did was detongue it. Okay, I took that big tongue off, got it shaped up the way I wanted it. Off camera, I forgot to hit play. I was actually making sure my blades were the same size with this modeling clay. Okay, I'd put my blade in there, imprint it, and then get the other shape. And the blades are identical. Okay, once I had cut all this off, it was real thick, so I needed to thin it out. So I used a couple of really aggressive files to hog off a lot of meat. I really don't like using my Dremel thinning these things out, because it tends to leave like dents and divots in it, and that you have to like sand out and just get the blade way too thin. So I use files so I can actually keep that same angle all the way across the edge of my prop, you know. With a Dremel, it tends to all over the place type deal. So I use files, and then I get my aggressive sandpaper, okay, and I thin it out, knock off all those nasty file marks, and then I use my sandpaper, kind of step it up in grit size, thin it out. Okay, you guys seen me briefly working on the trailing edge, adding, well, I think I'm pretty sure I'm adding pitch, but it's been working pretty good here lately. I use an assortment of different Dremel bits on the back of my blade, not very aggressive bits. I define these little round bits and oval bits with a nice tip. I use those like fine tipped bits to run across the trailing edge of my prop right here and really define that lip right there, okay? And then I take my oval bits and basically like right in here, okay? And I actually use a couple of my real pitchy props, some of my real pitchy props, to judge kind of how much pitch I'm putting on, remembering what it looked like before and what I've done to it, you know. I've already run this prop. I ran it on a sonic wake the other day, and it performed like a freaking beast, boy. With a 1600 kV motor on 8S, it was getting down. If I still have some footage, I'll include a couple clips at the end of the video. If not, I may have deleted it, and I just don't feel like recovering it from my my storage. So as you can see, the prop basically stops anywhere. Basically anywhere you know, it'll stop, okay? And that's when you know you have your prop balance. If it starts to fall like it looked like it was falling just now, I actually do have a blade that's heavy. That could also be the prop. These guys right here like had better days. I go through them like hotcakes, but I usually just kind of put it on there, and I'll give it a spin a couple different times, you know. I'll move it. I know it's a pain in the ass, but those of you who have this balancer, you know what I'm talking about. Then I'll put it back on there, and if it basically falls heavy on one side like that blade right there is doing, it could be off center on your pin, but just that heavy blade is what you want to work on. I'm at the polishing part, and I just use this emery cloth. It's don't even have a grit basically, and it's pretty close right now. Even though it did kind of fall fast, I could probably just buff this out a little bit more. And I usually just kind of work on that leading edge right there, you know. Back here, once I get it like shaped, I usually don't really mess with all this back here too much. Mainly this leading edge, you know. But she's balanced, you know. I've already ran the damn prop, so I know it's balanced. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of make a quick tutorial. Now I'm messing it up. Anyway, you guys get the idea. I had it perfectly balanced. One side's heavy now. Yeah, polished it. Anyway, we'll get it. I didn't really have a video for you guys today, and I made this video about a week ago, and Wasn't sure I wanted to publish it because I wasn't sure I wanted to show you guys how I do all this, you know. Not that it freaking matters, but I'm sure I'll have somebody call me out, tell me I'm doing it wrong, blah blah freaking blah. That's why I don't make prop balancing videos. But those of you who don't know, normally don't mess with the back of the prop, okay? But if you want to step up your prop prepping game a little bit, tinker around with the back edge, it takes some getting used to. You might mess up a couple props messing back here, but once you kind of figure it out and get an idea of what you're doing back here, you can add some performance. Like I use these rolled up sandpaper, and I just tape them, and then I'll cut the wore out off paper off, you know, as I use it. And you can actually like right here, like right there, give it a little sand in this area right here, you know, like I usually do it like this, like right in there, okay? And you can add a little bit of extra cupping without bending your blade back, so it actually like cuts the water, and you don't have that bent blade like adding drag, okay? So that's how I kind of add cupping with this little guy right here, or that Dremel with the round bit, and I'll work in there, okay? I don't really mess around too much down here, basically in this little triangle area right here is what I've been messing with. It's been working out pretty good on these Octura props and my ABC props. So video's probably getting long. Hopefully this helps somebody out. Like I said, when you put your prop on your balancer, you want it to just stop anywhere. So I just worked on it and I got it balanced. Alright, I wasn't going to let the video go without getting the damn prop balanced so nobody says anything to me. Alright, she stops anywhere. Okay, boom. Alright, there you go. Nice. Yeah, that's a good motor for it. So I just got to figure out what's going on with the jet stream. It's probably something simple. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes sir, freaking buddy. Oh man. Yeah man. This is the real reason I changed motors out. I really don't run the jet stream. I really wanted to run this boat with some larger props with the lower KV motor, and I think we got a ticket here. Man, that is pretty. This prop, I've got some major modifications done to it. Like I said, it was a 450, and it's probably like a 547 now. I added some pitch. Got to be more careful. With the stock motor, it would have probably would have power cut with this prop. And we'll put that 1619 on, see if it power cuts with that. Oh man, that was a nice hit. Yes sir. That's freaking awesome, boys. Yeah, this is the real reason I put this motor in, is change the motors out. Ooh, that prop's got some get up and go, boy. Nice. All right, so I'm gonna bring it in. I don't want to burn anything up. We just kind of get a good idea of the motor swap, different KV. And this motor here is relatively cheap, 100 bucks basically with shipping, 109 maybe. Got away from me there.